Lenskart is the other one. Lenskart has seen more than 15,000 crore of stake sales by PE investors and sovereign wealth funds since November 2025. That's when it got listed. And this is across May to August. So early stage investors, SoftBank, ADIA, Temasek have collectively sold around 14% of Lenskart's outstanding equity. But will this trend continue, and why are major investors really checking out? Snehi joins in.
Well, absolutely. So Lenskart has been a stock that has been in focus of late on the back of major block and bulk deals that we've been seeing with early stage investors and PE investors cashing out either partly or entirely from the company. Just a little bit about the kind of stock move that we've seen. Remember, the issue price in the IPO was 402 rupees per share on the upper band, and the listing price, the company listed with a slight discount on the bourses at 395 rupees per share. But since then, the kind of run up that Lenskart has seen in the 9 months since its listing, yesterday the stock closed at 657 rupees per share, and that marks an upside of 66% just in the 9 months that the company has been listed. So on the back of this, we've seen a lot of early stage investors cashing out. Investor groups like PE, that's an early stage investors, to the total tune of 5,316 crore rupees. SoftBank, which was one of the early promoters of the company, 5,860 crores is the tune of selling that we've seen coming in from SoftBank. ADIA plus Temasek combined 3,900 crore rupees worth of stake has been sold, taking the total stake sale till date in this company post its listing to 15,076 crore rupees. Let's try and understand where this first wave of stake sale came from, and that was on 8th of May. Why 8th May is an important day for Lenskart is when the 6-month IPO lock-in period for its anchor investors and PE investors opened, and we've seen a whole wave of sellers coming in on that day. The biggest one led by Alpha Wave, that was an early PE investor, 2.14% stake sold. They continue to hold 1.2% stake in the company, and this was a big deal that we saw taking place because this was to the tune of 1,762 crore rupees. These are all the other sellers. Most of them have completely exited their stake. You had Bird's Eye View that exited its about 2% stake for a deal of 1,578 crore rupees, and all these other names had stake sales between 140 and 283 crore rupees a deal each, and these are some of the sellers who have completely cashed out of Lenskart ever since its listing on the 8th of May. Now let's talk about the latest deal that we've seen in Lenskart, and that has come in from the seller SoftBank, wherein SoftBank has sold 2.58% stake in the company. It continues to hold equity in the company right now, but 4.5 crores, that's the tune of the stake sale that they have sold at a value of 2,890 crore rupees per share and a share price of 641.7 rupees per share. The stake that they continue to hold in the company now is 7.3% thereabouts. Let's also talk about some of the other big names that we've seen cashing out. Before that, let's just try and understand the kind of buyers that we've seen for this stake sale that we've seen from SoftBank yesterday. You've got some marquee investors like the NPS Trust, Goldman Sachs, a lot of domestic mutual fund houses, Franklin Templeton, Vanguard, as well as Edelweiss, Kotak, ICICI, Motilal Oswal and HSBC mutual funds who've checked into the stake that SoftBank has sold. Next up, let's also talk about some other interesting facts about the kind of big investor exits that we've seen coming in. You've seen in the month of May, PE and early stage investors exiting about 5,316 crore rupees worth of share. SoftBank and ADIA have sold 4,930 crores. Temasek has checked out with 1,940 crore rupees worth of stake sale. And SoftBank, that's the most recent deal that we've seen yesterday, 2,890 crore. That's the tune at which the stake sale has happened. Now let's try and understand why is so much checking out happening from Lenskart. This is partial or full monetization happening by early investors because they've made handsome returns on this stock. Remember, 8th May, like we mentioned, was the 6-month lock-in expiry as well, and the stock has already generated strong returns of 66% since its listing, and that makes it a very lucrative exit price for a lot of its early stage investors. So that in a nutshell kind of sums up the kind of action that we've seen coming in Lenskart in terms of the bulk and block deals that we've seen from early stage investor selling.
Thanks, Sneh, for that update on Lenskart. So